Welcome to my first video documenting the Pocket Project. I recently started a one-year training on collective trauma integration, collective and intergenerational trauma with my teacher, Thomas Hubel. And I'm very excited to share the inspiration that's been coming through for me and maybe start to put into words something that I find very challenging to express. I've been working with Thomas for about 6 years, and I've expanded so much in my sense of self and who I am, in a sense of what life is and what is the truth. So on one hand, we've been developing stillness through meditation and deeper and deeper going in to silence. And simultaneously, we've been practicing something called transparent communication, whereby I can start to see beyond the content of life into what lies in between the words. So in all of my relations, I can start to apply attunement, deep listening and receptivity. What are the places in me that may feel blocked or stuck due to my development, any trauma that I may have in my history, either personal trauma, and then this is where we get also into intergenerational trauma. What is the trauma of my lineage that I carry? And then if we zoom out a little bit more, what is the trauma of the place where I sit right now? If I were to be tuning into the energies here, what is the history of this place? Not through a history book, but through feeling and through attuning and to refining and discerning. So, what is the Pocket Project? The Pocket Project aims to get to the root of some of our heavier, most traumatized energies on this planet. So what is the outcome of war? What is the outcome of the Holocaust? Here in the United States, what is the outcome of slavery? The colonial energy, the genocide of Native American people. What exactly are we standing on? And what effect is this having on our reality? Many of the symptoms that we see in our culture that feel out of alignment to us are an expression of traumatized zones from our history, from our past. For really the first time that I know of, we are learning to heal and integrate this beyond my body and my personal experience into a bigger framework, a bigger container. So large pockets of traumatized areas require pockets of clarity and higher consciousness that can be in a certain location and permeate the field of a certain place. So right now there's a pocket in Israel that's dealing with the traumatized fields there. Then there's a pocket in, I believe, Argentina, and another pocket in Germany. Each of these places around the world are researching how might we heal at that unconscious level. Not too long ago, I got the opportunity to fly to Israel and begin this training. Being in Israel challenged me to the max. It was a beautiful experience with 151 people from 39 different countries coming together with this incredible clarity and purpose around what we were doing there together. The energy was really powerful, really strong, and each of us met many of our individual traumatized places in preparation for being able to facilitate larger groups. Yeah, I found very interesting through the process what were those places where I felt, oh, yeah, this is really mine, and learning to care for that and getting space around my own self-development blocks or wounds. And then where, kind of in a similar place, would we then hit something that felt a lot larger, something I started to call Tornado Alley, because all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm carrying something, and then from this place I feel like, oh, so much intense energy in my body, so much fear, so much shame, whatever the particular energy is. One of the things that really came up for us was the history of sexual violence, sexual trauma and violence. And the way that this comes up is a very organic process of presencing and being with each other for a couple of days, developing trust, and then slowly the unconscious energy that wants to be healed will start to emerge. I can feel right now how much I want to communicate how deeply this work touches my soul. I feel so connected to this place where life is emerging. I'm particularly drawn to racism and colonialism and the effects of this on our lived reality right now, the effects of slavery. I'm also interested in the role of the performing arts as potential pockets of clarity into different fields. So, for example, I recently saw a performance piece done by a friend where she beautifully explored the passageway of slaves that were brought from Africa into the Americas, and through movement and song and expression they really aimed to not just tell a story, but they were really exploring how do we heal these places in us. So through what I'm learning in the Pocket Project, something like this, we can also become aware of what is the impact that our energy of this performance piece is having on a group of people that we invite into our space. So what are the tools that are necessary for us to be able to take full responsibility for what we create together? So creation of art goes beyond some sort of intellectual process, and then we start to see also how we are creating life itself, how energy and words and intention ripples into our reality. And in that same way, we can start to care for places that need healing, that need attention. So for the next year of the Pocket Project training, I hope to keep exploring these concepts in a way that they can move from beyond conceptual understanding and more into a lived expression. If you are interested in this work, do keep up. I hope to be sharing a lot more with you. And also, I am able to do this through the assistance of many people in my community. So if you are interested in contributing, I also have a fundraising campaign that I will link with this video. And I just want to say thank you so, so much for tuning in and listening. And I'm really moved by the possibility here for all of us.